Imagine living the life of a fantasy girl, and yet knowing in the back of your mind that one day they were coming for you. I hope you would have half as many followers to come to your aid. I know a social butterfly on social media. Her photograph is inside the encyclopedia. It's right next to amazing. I'll praise her like I should. She's usually stargazing. She'll tell you life is good. It's often that she's tweeting. It makes her heart keep beating. This is someone sending angels over while you're sleeping. She'll say she's living for you and also dying with you. It starts off with a simple act the day she tries to kiss you. Back to how she tweets. She's causing casualties, cause everybody's falling for her in this galaxy. When baby girl's a singer, you really should have figured. And allegations have been made, she's like a little sister. She went over your neighbors or the strangers in the shade. If you want some merchandise, arrangements can be made. But when they come for her, she's gonna need some loyal helpers. I'm talking tens of thousands who can transfer her to shelter. She could have called 10,000 tweeters to acknowledge her, a flock of followers to help when they demolished her. It's obvious my little Tweedy bird is popular, and even those who hate her watch her through binoculars. She could have called 10,000 tweeters to acknowledge her, a flock of followers to help when they demolished her. It's obvious my little Tweedy bird is popular, and even those who hate her watch her through binoculars. She's obviously passionate about the little ones. She really packs a punch with her shiny toy guns. Her love affair with minions has been also documented. She's quite the little piggy if she's heard there's tacos mentioned. But most importantly, she's got a Twitter page, and things get more exhilarating than a Quidditch game. I'm sure that Emma Watson would love to follow her. I'm sure that Hannibal would love to swallow her. Be that as it may, she's pretty like a pixie, and nothing makes her happier than throwing being a frisbee. She's motioning the faithful, the ones in which are able to join her on her quest to pass 1,000,000 hot potatoes. She's like the childlike empress, I'm reminded of her. I'll never be her lover, cause men bring her discomfort. Yet every day she's tweeting and making it her habit. But she can use supporters once they strip her of her match. She could have called 10,000 tweeters to acknowledge her, a flock of followers to help when they demolished her. It's obvious my little Tweedy bird is popular, and even those who hate her watch her through binoculars. She could have called 10,000 tweeters to acknowledge her, a flock of followers to help when they demolished her. It's obvious my little Tweedy bird is popular, and even those who hate her watch her through binoculars. Being a fantasy girl must be captivating. However, recognition that there was a spot of turmoil in the works must complicate things, and maybe even compromise the integrity of the fantasy itself. The silly boys will come and go just like her children's toys. She's often at the Ritz, you might have seen her Rolls Royce, and dancing at the disco, having lots of fun, melting like a frozen ocean for that special someone. I wouldn't know exactly what the purpose is for Jackie. The thought of saving her one day could turn out kind of nasty, but that's another topic. Back to Twitter please. She fucks with social media like it was chili cheese. I guess I'm sort of worried that they'll be coming for her, and it may get as unpleasant as Chinese water torture. She's speaking Japanese. I could have made a grave pact, but there's a pile-up with all the race cars at the racetrack. I'm glad she has her websites, I know they make her gleeful. There's gotta be a ring of truth, she's taking what was evil. It's just she needs some advocates to help her down the stretch, especially when Donald Trump is taking what was left. She could have called 10,000 tweeters to acknowledge her, a flock of followers to help when they demolished her. It's obvious my little Tweedy bird is popular, and even those who hate her watch her through binoculars. She could have called 10,000 tweeters to acknowledge her, a flock of followers to help when they demolished her. It's obvious my little Tweedy bird is popular, and even those who hate her watch her through binoculars.